Alright, as a narcissist, this is my log to tracking my feelings for Wiz and Scandinavian white men. Um, so Wiz, yeah, uh, Wiz, I feel like he has been, you know, probably the most kind of like important male figure in my life, besides for my father, probably. But they're kind of they do a little switch off, I guess, in my mind, for the dominant position in my story. Yeah, you know, I think I enjoy Wiz. How I feel about Wiz, I feel, you know, um, happy that I went and joined his cult, and I think it came from like a Raffia post that I think I dissed him in public. No, I feel like, I don't really know where our relationship is exactly. I imagine it's probably close to where it was, um, but maybe, I don't really know. I think I enjoy Wiz as more of like, a mystical kind of figure that just like exists in the pleasure matrix as, just this aspirational, force of laziness and, um, you know, just spiritual standards. And he's a great graphic designer. And in times that I've thought about leaving this cult and thought about what I would do, a lot of times it comes back to like, but the logos are so damn good that like, if I was to like, is there like, how do you really like have a brand after being associated with this brand? It's hard to do that because you know you're it's hard to go back to the rest of the design world. um, I feel like our relationship is a little bit crazy, in that probably all propagated on my end, because I feel like there's like I feel like it doesn't make me wash more money, and the kind of thing that I used to resent about like Wiz having a relationship with Bambi and having calls with her, and then her not washing for like a week because of that call. I feel like that kind of happens to me as well. So right now, I'm like, oh well, if I'm going to like improve my relationship with Wiz, my relationship with with Sergeant Major Mary declines. I don't even know what improving my relationship with Wiz is. I hope that I've improved my relationship with Wiz over the last couple months just by providing more, washing more, I guess, by proximity. I do feel like he's hard to hate, all the way. He's but I don't know. It's distance makes the heart grow fonder, and I feel like he's yeah, I don't know. I've given it some thought, but it's not really much concrete thought. More like I've kind of made plans for how I'm gonna do this. Um, you know, I don't know. I kind of, when I got kicked out of the army, I kind of like compartmentalized Wiz and Koa into like a little box that I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna have a relationship with these people anymore. At least in the same way as I did before, and I'm just gonna like focus on just like producing what I don't even know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but so I don't really know exactly. I guess I feel like, he's a good guy. Uh, I love Wiz, and yeah, but I do think that it's a destructive pattern of like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it. So, um, Wiz. Yeah, I'm honored to be able to sit at the table of one of the great men of industry. What's the opposite of industry but like consumptive industry? I don't know. Welcome to my office. So, yeah, I feel like um, that's kind of where I stand currently. Now, in terms of Scandinavian men, I guess like uh, I've had a long relationship with Scandinavian men. I can think of all the ones in my life. There was Carl Fletcher, who was my friend at school that I used to play ping pong with. Like we were basically just exclusive ping pong players at school. We'd do that on our lunch breaks and stuff, and we were very good. And I enjoyed, sharpening my skills against him. And he was the first person to take me on a boat. It's pretty Scandinavian, and his parents were hilariously like, Swedish. So I think that was the first time I really had a Scandinavian friend, and yeah, I guess I probably did hold him like a cut above my other friends. I thought he had a certain purity to him, and then I ended up going and having working for a Scandinavian boss and having Scandinavian best friend, and then putting out the record by a Scandinavian artist, and then having him commit like a Scandinavian blood ritual. So it's a recurring theme in general. I think that, I've never really been at a place where I can totally like, I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of a little bit of like the mascot or something to like the Scandinavian people in my life. And generally I think that, I also like, I like Vargs Vilkens, like the racist Burzum guy. I think he's hilarious. And I genuinely like him as a person, even though he's an idiot. So yeah, I guess there is a certain attraction, and then of course joining a Scandinavian cult. So it's been a theme since I was 14. Um, and any other Scandinavian before them? I don't think so. I feel like Scandinavians are kind of, I don't know, I kind of hate them in some way because it doesn't feel like they really have to do very much, and they are born with a lot of just natural whatever. I'm getting into my Jewish privilege right now, and one of the reasons why I kind of went so hard towards Jews is because I feel like they will allow me to, make money and sit at the table. While Scandinavians, I don't feel like they will. Yet, I mean, I think there's a certain amount of probably self-respect that needs to build up in order for that to be a thing that happens, and so that may happen. But in general, you know, just that blonde hair, blue eyes, fair skin, what can you hate about the whole fucking Scandinavian race? They're like elves. I do also love Lord of the Rings a lot, which is kind of like a love letter to Scandinavian religion and shit by like a closet pagan who claimed to be a Christian. Yeah, so I guess I like Scandinavian stuff, and they mm-hmm. they seem clean, you know. I respect that. Like I like Asians, you know, in the same way. They seem clean, just in general. And for like a Arab Jew, you know, they kind of complete the other side of the spectrum. I used to always complain to my parents about like, oh, girls don't like me because like I'm not like a white kid kind of. And they were always like, well, you should go to Sweden because like the girls would love you in Sweden because you look exotic, basically. And I was like, so that's another piece of thing. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Recently, I've had a little bit of resentment of like, you know, like I have this whole fetish with Asia of like going to fucking China and like living in China. For whatever reason, I want to do it. I want to go live in China or Hong Kong or whatever, Japan, Thailand. And then I'm like, you know, if I go there, I'm just like another minority. But if I was Swedish or just like, I would totally get that whole like, you know, white god thing going, which as a narcissist would probably feel pretty good to have like, and you know, all Chinese people thinking that I'm a cool dude. So Scandinavian men, I feel like they're pretty, they got some things that I would want. But, you know, here I am doing the thing, and just repeating the Scandinavian cycle until maybe it'll never break. Maybe this is just my position. Okay, have a great day.